that advantage over the hitters. That was one of the things that he's always, kind of focused on, was doing his homework. So he kind of was always, had that mindset of kind of knowing what approach to take on the hitters. It was just the ability to execute. And I think once he was able to kind of, work his mechanics out, had a little bit of a, like a release point issue that he was able to straighten out, and that kind of seemed to, kind of hone him in a little bit, and so once he was able to put those two things together, that's what we've seen over the last year and a half, and, if he's able to kind of keep on track with all that and stay focused, I mean, a best pitcher, the best pitching coach is a pitcher himself. It's a guy that's got to be able to go out there and fix himself. So if he can kind of stay true to his mechanics, fix himself when he needs to, he'll do all right.
I'm not going to point out any names here, but I am curious. It seems like wives of major league players, pitchers in particular, are becoming bigger celebrities on Twitter than their husbands. Do you think that, not so much love, but love for becoming a celebrity on Twitter, part of the reason why these women are getting into these relationships with not just baseball players, but athletes in general?
I mean, that's always been the attraction, right? Anytime there's a celebrity, go ahead.
Twitter has escalated it, it looks like, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's pretty much everybody's accessible, to throw out whatever stupid thought they have, whenever they feel like it. So, whether or not it's a legitimate thought or, whether it's a drunken thought, it's pretty much out there for the world to see it, and once you get a little bit of taste of that fame and somehow, one thing comes a little bit more controversial, ends up just being, more great press for themselves, whether it be good or bad, press is press. Any good publicity is good publicity, man,
Yeah. Well, what do you think's worse as a guy? Putting out an embarrassing drunk tweet or sending a drunk text to a girl who screenshots it and then tweets it out to her friends?
That's every girl we know. I mean, I don't think there's really anything that they're doing any different, really. It just, so happens to be that, more people are watching them because of who they're dating.
Mm-hmm. Really quick on the Cubs.
I can't do anything really quick, especially when it comes down to the Cubs. I'm long-winded, man. You know me.
Well, looking at at Wrigley, I've seen pictures. I don't know if you've driven down there or seen pictures, but
that bad boy, huh?
This doesn't look like a project that's going to get done by the start of the season. Is there a plan if their renovations aren't ready for the first game? Is there a plan in place for that?
Oh, they'll be fine. They're gonna play Casey Meadows and Hickory Hills. They'll be all right. No. They absolutely. It's pretty much they'll spend whatever it takes to make sure that it gets done on time. It was kind of carefully planned out to the point where they finally, they've always had everything in place. It was just finally getting the initial go ahead. And now that they were given the go-ahead, as soon as the season, the off-season started for the Cubs, they immediately started construction. So it was just as long as they had the approval, there was nothing going to stop them, from making those changes and all the renovations and all the deconstruction and reconstruction, at the very end of the season. That was all in place. So, but it is a very tight time frame here.
Yeah. As far as, in the Chicago winter, it's never easy to get construction done in the Chicago winter. That's just a disaster.
Hey, Chicago tough, dude.
It's true. No, we've already come full circle.
Go ahead.
But as far as, with, Chicago, how down are you on Jay Cutler? Is it Cutler? Is it Trestman? Who do you think needs to go, and how soon? Man,
it's kind of hard not to say that Jay Cutler is is a coach killer, but good golly, it certainly looks like it, man. I don't know if it seems like the only thing that makes me feel maybe a little bit more comfortable about the situation and about them not making any massive changes is all because of the fact, like, here, listen. So you fire a defensive coordinator. That's not going to get you into the playoffs this year. However, I just pray that they're not as delusional as they seem to be, where everything's okay. When Mark Trestman says that the locker room is a good place right now, it's absolutely not a good place, and there's so many volatile characters in there. But when it really comes down to taking accountability for things, it just doesn't seem like anybody really is. It's just a really interesting situation. And really all I can do, at this point is, someone that's so close to the situation, is just kind of hope for the best here. And hopefully, they're not as crazy as they might seem to be.
Well, and you never want to have a situation where Brandon Marshall is your voice of reason on your team.
Yeah, just because you're the loudest doesn't mean you're a leader. It's the truth. And that was kind of something where a lot of people might have been rubbed the wrong way when Lance Briggs. Obviously, from his point of view at this point, this juncture in his career, where he was hurt at the time, but when Brandon Marshall had his his big hissy fit in the middle of the locker room after the ball game a couple of weeks ago, Lance was still hurt, but he knew better. He just got up, walked out, and a lot of people gave him flack for that. But I think it was just one of those situations where he knows, here, listen, man, there's nothing I'm going to be able to contribute to this particular situation, even though he is one of the leaders. Him keeping his mouth shut and not making it a worse situation probably made him a better leader than the loudmouth.
We're going to go ahead and take our first break. We will be back here on the Bob Sullivan Show here on LateNightSportsRadio.com. If you want to call in, the number is 585-633-7487. You're listening to the Bob Sullivan Show here on LateNightSportsRadio.com.
God, it's been such a long time. When did I go blind? I didn't know love felt so beautiful. 'cause now it looks so bright in the cold air, in the dead of night. It doesn't seem so lonely now that you're around, and I'm learning to see that life's better from upside down. God, it's been such a long time. When did I go blind? I didn't know love felt so beautiful. I didn't know love felt so beautiful. God, it's been such a long time. When did I go blind? I didn't know love felt so beautiful. God, it's been such a long time. When did I go blind? I didn't know love felt so beautiful. Felt so beautiful. Beautiful. Baby, you're a mystery. Tell me what's a girl gotta do. Looking at the history doesn't seem to give any clue. Just when I think I understand it all, you seem to unravel some more. Ooh, la, la, ooh, I never known nobody like you. Ooh, la, la, ooh, now I know. Baby, you're not an angel. Ooh, la, oh. Yeah, you keep me guessing, I'm confessing now, well, baby, it's true. I never know nobody like you. Baby, you're out and ignorant. Baby, you're a riddle, I'm caught up in the middle of you. I'm trying to think bigger, but I can't seem to figure it through. I wanna make it better, but now